What's up, everybody? Welcome to Mystics MMOs. I'm your host, Mr. Craven. I'm 20 transmutations away from finishing my Standblade build. So I'm hoping to have that out this afternoon. I got to do some editing and whatever. So, anywho. So most of the times, I'm very much a person who believes in everybody has something to contribute, but I'm going to just say this for the record. Get over it. I've been trolled by these these wannabe elites for a long time. And I'm just going to say it. We all have strengths and weaknesses as human beings. We're not good at everything. Especially when it comes to a game. And if I'm going to point out facts, sorry. Not sorry. I'm not trying to stir shit. I'm just saying, man. Like, if I'm going to look at something... if I see something in my feed as a recommendation for some reason, not even sub to you, I'm going to take a look at it. I'm not going to bash it because, I think everybody has something to contribute, whatever. I honestly believe that. I do. But at the same time, if you're going to put out something that's, I don't know, subpar when it comes to PvP and that functionality as whatever, I'm going to recommend a better tank. It's just like, hey, look, man, that's not a bad build, but if you guys want to not die as a tank, if you don't want to die, this is who I would recommend. Like, there's a lot of PvPers I recommend for certain things. In my opinion, Mars is probably one of the better DKs next to King of Games. Period. Hands down. Hands down. You know what I'm saying? You want to have a little bit more diversity. The real Godzilla is a really good diverse PvPer. Right? If you're looking for the best blade in the game, El Lobo, hands down. Even if I give my builds, and which I do, and I give functionality, I'm not gonna just whatever on it. That's all I'm saying. You can't skip mobs, yo. They're gonna bug the fucking door. Somebody's ahead of me. It's the healer. Healing PvP. If you want a Templar PvPer, Pink plays Warden and Templar. Top notch. I think she used to do trials too. Might want to check her page out. That's Godzilla's girlfriend. Really good shit. I promote people. You want tanks? Non-meta tanks? Staying, gaming, all day, every day. You want a, how should I say it? I'm trying to get that thing over here. I don't know if he PvPs anymore, but Xbox had probably one of the best, there was a really good PvPer over on Xbox. It's off the top of my head, man. We're on friends list too on Xbox, and man, he's really good. I'll point you in the direction. I will for PvP, PvE too. Whatever. My forte, I tank in this game. I never main tanked. My forte in this game was healing. That's the thing. Out of all the healers, I wouldn't say I'm the best healer, but I'm probably the more diverse healer. I know everything about healing in this game. That's my strength. So I think we all have strengths and weaknesses. Stand plays probably one of my worst plays. I can make the builds playing it, whatever. That's whatever. And I also come out with non-meta builds because, you know, people get bored, whatever, and I show them what I do and whatever. My boy Zai, we haven't got to talk for a minute, but you know, I always recommend Zai for a lot of different things as well. I would recommend Neff for PvE content. I don't like his terminology, I don't agree with it, but I don't have to agree with you to respect the fact of what you bring to the table. And if you want to know about mechanics, I would recommend Neff for trial mechanics. I wouldn't say whatever. I would recommend Outcast for rotation tips. The man's got the best rotation in the game, hands down. So, you know, I'm not stirring the pot. I'll just call it the facts. I don't have to like you or whatever. Like, if you want the best stamp sork in the game, I think everybody in the game already knows who the best stamp sork is. You know? If you don't know who the best stamp sork is, man, you better be watching Fang Rush. Like I said, man, I'll just call people out. I'll call things for what they are. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. You know, if people don't like it, I don't care. That doesn't mean, just because I don't like you doesn't mean I don't respect you. But I don't respect everybody what they try to do either. You know, my niche has always been something. I don't like the toxic behaviors that have come when other content creators have been pushed out because he said something that the meta players didn't agree with. And believe you and me, I'm gonna remember it. You know? I'm not trying to make enemies. I was enemy number one since the day I said that every class could play every role. Well, now that's a thing, right? Whatever. Oh, here he comes. So yeah, someone's like, Mystic stirring the pot. I don't know what to tell anybody. You think I'm stirring the pot, or am I mentioning something that's a fact? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'll let everybody decide for themselves. Makes it easy for me. Fact that they picked on me, they built their channels off of me, ragging on me, coming at me when they were nobodies. Okay. And then I started to have a water under a bridge and whatever. I've had everybody and their uncle come troll me, even people later on who I became friends with. So I don't want to really, you know, sit there and debate about whatever. When I came back to this game, I just came back. People asked me. I didn't know my real life friends would actually get involved playing the game, but that's been the case. We're having a good time. I'm getting back into PvE. I still got to do some PvE stuff, I mean, but like I said, I've never taken this game's PvE serious. Just something I've never done. I think it's fun. I think there's challenges. It's not like it's another game where you're spending 6-7 hours in a raid. You're just not. It's just the way it is. You're not having to deal with weekly lockouts. And then people are like, oh, well, we can pull this much DPS, yet you can't down a boss in less than 5 minutes? Because, do the math. If 8 DPS are pulling at least 40, you're dealing 16 million damage in less than a minute. That's fact. That's math. So I don't really want to hear your horse shit, honestly. I don't want to hear your bogus. That's why I don't do clickbait either. Why? Because mechanics prevent it. It's not the skill of a player, it's just mechanics. So that's why I don't promote clickbait. Just never did. Rotation's important. Learning, adapting, getting better. Absolutely. I'm about to kick this dude. If you'd like to take a job at it, allow it. No, it's just like, just move this shit. What is it? Oh shit. Wait. Come on. You gotta kill this thing. Exhaust needs to fix is what they need to do. Dude. Popcorn. Damn it. Excuse me. Let's go. 2 more dungeons. 2 more transmutations, and we are golden. Anyways, my point of it is everybody has pros and cons. You know, I might not like something about somebody. It doesn't mean I think they're a trash player. I will say I think certain players are more toxic. And you know, it's funny because people say I'm toxic, but you know, maybe at one time in my life I was. I will say that. Because, you know, I was an elite little dick, you know? Because I was a raider, you know? And, you know, in PvP, I ranked and whatever, and, you know, we all can get arrogant, and, you know, I think society can be narcissistic within itself, because, you know, the one thing that we always do is we always want to blame everybody else. It's not just narcissists. I look at our society. It's built on that, you know? It's whatever. I acknowledge it. I'm not, you know, justifying it, but don't, you know.
Eliminate them.
All right. But yeah, we all have strengths and weaknesses in life. And what do I think everybody's, you know, should be on the same skill level? Like, I don't know, man. You know, that one of the things that I really like is learning. And I think everybody has the right to learn. Everybody has the right to try new things, even if it's not your strength. But that's what makes us better, to push out and to try to get better at doing something. So I promote that idea, right? I do. I'm a believer of that. So, oh shit, balls. Thought I was out. Could be happening. Damn it. Ow. Got it. Couple more. Yo saying, we all know you are toxic. But you have your moments. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dude, I love you. I love you so much. I love how you put everything. It's awesome. It's awesome. That's why I admire you, man. You put it out there like I would. Just put it out there. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I can't be. I think everybody can be, but I'm not. The funny thing is, like I said, I mean, I had to fight against so much bullshit, so much misleading information, so much. So much. Even if I streamed it and I did it, it didn't matter. It didn't matter. People didn't want to believe it. Even if they saw it, they didn't want to believe it. They say seeing is believing. In this game, seeing is denial. That did not happen. It did. No, it didn't. It did not happen. But it did. No. But now the community's embraced it. It's grown, but it isn't quite mature. It's like, fruit, right? It grows on a tree, starts off like, very small. You can't pick it yet because if you try to eat it, it's hard, it's sour, bitter. You let it grow a little bit. You can pick it, but it's quite not ripe, right? It's matured, but it's not ripe. Got to let that bitch ripen up just enough to put your teeth into it. I think that's all of us. I think that's everybody, including me. I'm always putting out builds. I like pushing my limits. I love pushing my limits, always. But yeah, man, I always give it up. I give it up to you guys, saying, you know me. You know me, man. You know me. But yeah, no, I would there's certain players I give recommendations to. I say, hey man, I would check out this person. I would check out that person. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's really bad to want to
There's an urgent task for you.
Promote player strengths. You know what I'm saying? And I think there's always room to grow in this game. Like, I got to see Deltia's new tanking guide video, and I loved it. I loved it because he was showing other tanks in classes with the similar abilities, different effects, the same purpose but different effects, and he was just going over the fundamentals, and it was a strong video, damn strong. It was really strong, and I like that. I do. I love it. I like keeping to the basics, man, in anything. I always tell people, man, look, when it becomes toxic is when we draw a narrative to it. That's anybody. That's anybody, man. That's not, anytime you draw a narrative to it, you're going to whatever. There's a couple different builds out, and everybody's on a different page, but everybody's still using the same terminology. This is best in slot. This is the best build. This is the best build. Which one is it? Okay, who's right and who's wrong? If this is the best, then the other person's wrong, right? The other person who whatever you promote, they have a different build. So they're wrong. Which one is it? Who's right and who's wrong? That becomes my question. Right? Fake tank. I'll let it slide because it's this dungeon. If it had been another one, I'd just let him die. We all know I would too. I honestly really like letting people die for fake tanking. I get my shits and giggles out of it. That's toxic. To me, that's no excuse. There's, like, I just did tank and didn't slow me down. DPS being whatever kind of sucked, but tanks debuff, man. They help the DPS, not hinder them. You know? Jeez. Same thing with healers. Healers buff. You got a debuffer, you got a buffer. That's not bad. That helps DPS. Doesn't hinder it. Might be a werewolf tank. No, definitely. This is why I don't like werewolves trying to tank. They suck. Had that been in a vet and I got aggro, I would be going livid. I would be like, everybody gets to die now. I did do that recently. I was in a vet. There was a fake tank. I was pulling aggro. I just died. I let everybody die. Then whatever. They kicked me. I'm like, thank you. Fuck you. And go to hell. That is selfish bullshit.
Bring them before her. I'm hurt. For the Whisperer. Light it up.
All right.
Let them see her wisdom. Earn it.
Must obey the whispers.
Nice.
My arms broken.
Incorruptible creatures.
There she is. We're done. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. It doesn't matter what you do. If you're not like, nothing you will do be right. Absolutely. Preach it. Amen. I haven't gotten the chance to watch it yet. I'm going to check it out in a bit, but trying to fence my limit for the day. I want that purple dye. Oh, got you. Yeah. I'll tell you what. Like, I mean, like I said, I don't rag on any build. It's just not me. I think a lot of people get some things out of certain things and whatever have you. Like, you know, like I said, I just think fuck Hal's, you know, fuck Hal, dude. You know fuck Hal saying, you know it. You know, everybody on PSNA knows fuck Hal. If you don't, that's just crazy. He's on PC NA too. I got him on my friends list. I PvP'd against and with fuck Hal. Hands down, I'm not trying to stroke his ego, but let's be honest. He was the best tank in the ESO. Ever. Dude, man, I've seen that dude so many times. There was one time he would come into my stream. Him, Unreal, Shady's been there a couple times. Couple people. But to see fuck out coming up on my stream, I'm like, oh, hell no. I'm not dealing with you today, dude. I PvP'd with them, A-Bomb and all of them, in Battlegrounds and stuff. We had a blast. Anytime we all got together, people just died. I remember doing one Battleground. I think I died one time. Other than that, none of us. It was a decimation. Everybody got decimated. I'm like, it's not even right. This isn't even right. This is all four of us in here. Oh, this is gross. It was just gross. Yeah, no, it wasn't pretty. Everybody got annihilated. So yeah, it was crazy. All right. Reinforced. No. Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, no, I don't think, I think, you know, some people don't like me, but, you know, there's other people that, you know, what I've done has been solidified in the game, and whatever. You know, at the end of the day, that's another thing. That's something I never wanted to, I guess, give a shit about, was what I did or didn't do. I don't think that took away from the level of content that, you know, I was trying to, you know, deliver. You know? Oh, shit. No. I spend it as fast as I can make it. I spend it as fast as I can make it. Alright, 1 second. Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, I think people just need to realize. I'll admit when I'm stirring the pot. You know, that's something. If I'm antagonizing something, I'll put it out there. But, you know, I think I bruised somebody's ego, you know. But you're not the best at that. You're best maybe at something else. Maybe your strength lies here. You know. You got. I always tell people, you want the best PvE tank. You want the best PvE tank. Here he is. This who was the best PvE tank in the game, hands down. Like, I loved my Hobgoblin build until friggin' Zoss, like, whatever. My Polar Shift build, very popular for reasons. It worked in small group, solo, like sieging. It's not meant, that build isn't meant to do perma blocking. You can get some perma blocking, but depending on what you're against. But like in comparison to what Fuck Cow typically run, there was no comparison. Fuck Cow had perma block tanks. He had tank setups where he would never die. CP or no CP. This is the way it was. It's just like everybody's dead. Yeah, pretty much. If you have a bomber in his group or even a couple good PvPers, then he just grabs the attention. Yeah, lights out.
Speak.
Lights out. And that's how we conclude our build. All right, let's see where we're at. 1800, perfect. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I still got to get my Undaunted up there and get a little bit more stamina and health out of this. I might be able to drop that health glyph if I do it. Overall, I like the build. I could go with a little extra. I can get that up to about 1900, but 1800 is fine. I just don't want to be squishy. $6,000 weapon damage. Ugh. Oh my god. 2300 recovery. Looks good. Oh baby, baby. I did it. The brutal blade is alive. It's good. I do miss my Viper Shear combo, but it's hard for me to give up Sheer Venom. I've been rocking that forever. I've been rocking Sheer Venom on a Stand Blade for almost an eternity, and there's always a lot of sets. And I've ran Bobo builds and whatever, PvPs and whatever. But as far as any type of melee type, setup to stack this, I remember having that conversation about lethal poison injector. People want to know what I'm like, poison injector proc Sheer Venom. What? I was like, yeah, man. That shit was killer. And ever since, I can't let it go. Can't let it go. A-Bomb was solid Templar. Damn right he was. But I think Dove was the best. Yeah, Dove is the best Templar. But you know what? A-Bomb, Stam Warden, I don't think anybody could hold up a candle to Stam Warden like Bomb could. A-Bomb, Stam Warden was hands down the best. I think A-Bomb's on a Stam Warden, I don't think anybody came close. Stamplar, the best to ever play Stamplar was Dove. Dove came in here a couple months ago just to stop in. He's been busy, and I really hope now, since Stamplar is a thing, if he can find time to put out some new stuff, because he's the best Stamplar player ever. Nobody else could play Stamplar like Dove. Nobody. So, like I said, I'm fortunate enough to know all the top PvPers. And they all know me. We all talk. That's the funny thing. I talk to the top PvPers in this game. That's what, people control me, but it's I know these players, and these players know me. Like me and Ness. I like Ness's content. We bumped heads a couple of times in the past. But as far as a content creator, I've always said, man, Ness is the shit. You know, I don't try to hate on Ness. I really do not try to fucking hate on Ness at all, ever. You know, I always paid Ness respect. I always paid Ness respect. You know, he's just quick to, you know, whatever. But you know, he'll speak what's on his mind. You can't hate him for that. You know, I can't hate Ness on that. I never hated Ness on that. Never. And that's the funny thing. Like, back when I was PvPing, I was a healer in PvP initially. Initially, that's why I started out in PvP. As a blade healer. I used to run that kamikaze build. That's how people knew me. Then they nerfed my Phoenix. So I had a blade that I was healing with, and I would come in on a kamikaze. So I would heal everybody, come in, everybody would target me because I'm the healer. But as soon as I would blow up, as soon as I die, I'd blow up. Boom! And take a bunch of people out. Boom! And then I'd resurrect. I was like, oh shit. People were like, you just did not do that. When people were trying to enter the doors and shit, that Phoenix set used to be the bomb, quite literally. Oh my god. Now the duration, when they put it to 10-minute duration, it ripped my heart apart. Every minute used to be OP though. Oh god. Oh, the pain of it all. The pain. But yeah, that's how I got started in PvP. So yeah, no, I hope Dove makes a comeback. I would like to really see Dove put out a build or something. His thoughts. He used to just even give thoughts about Stamplars, where they're at, you know, all of this stuff. And I think honestly, there is nobody versed. Like when it comes to like Stamsork, I consider Fang Rush the holy grail of Stamsorks. You know, just like he's good no matter what he plays. But when it comes to anything with stamina and his sorcerer, nah, man. I listen to that man religiously. You know, he's the one that, you know, he didn't, like, at the time he didn't have a PvE build, I don't think. But that's what made me start my first Stam DPS build, was Fang Rush. And then I put, I had 2 throw on him, and then because I didn't like the pots and whatever, I'd like the, you know, setup. And then I put him in Alkosh, and because I was up in the gut at all times because of my hurricane. You know, I had a lot of resistance. So I would pop those synergies and boom, boom, boom. I used to take my Stam Sorkin trials. So that's what kills me. Like, maybe DPS will start wearing it. No, I had that build out on Stam Sork. I think out of all the Stam classes as DPS, I play Stam Sork a little better than other ones. And so, even though I never took him in Maelstrom, I was more confident if I was going to take a Stam tune. I felt okay with the Stamplar too, but if I was going to take a Stam tune, it was going to be the Stam Sork, you know. If I was going to clear first time on this server on a Stam tune, which I've never cleared Stam, you know, I was going to do it on the Stam Sork. So, but yeah, I really appreciate the content creators and what they offer everybody. And like I said, I mean, I think everybody has something to offer as far as content creating. I think we all pros and we all have weaknesses. And like one of my viewers said, take a little something here, take a little something there, and apply it to your build, you know? And I think that's the most relative comment I've ever heard, ever, was that statement. It's like, yeah, pretty much, right. You mean, you just take a little bit, let me check the time. I got time for probably one run. Just want to try this real quick before whatever before I gotta go. But honestly, there's been like Ilola inspired me to do DK healing. Um, I've gotten inspiration from people, just to try something, and I think that's what Sherman offers the community, you know, to not be afraid to try a build and put it out there. Try he came up with very unique combinations and builds, and I think that's what this game embodies, right? To have fun but to get better. And I think that's a positive. I think it's the toxic behavior is this trying to discredit somebody in their approach. Critiquing is not a bad thing. I think critiquing can lead anybody to becoming a better player or better in building, or to hone in on certain things. So I don't think critiquing is bad. Trolling can be very bad. Why? Because it's negative. It's not critiquing. There's nothing, like you said. If they don't like you, they'll find something negative to always say about you. That is toxic. That is. But like I've always told people, I've never stopped from getting my content. If I want something, I get it. If I don't, I typically don't give a shit. But I don't care. I don't care if players. This is the way I look at it. If players can't get a perfected weapon, it doesn't mean that it's out of their reach. It just means they need to practice more. That's all. That's it. Eventually they'll get there. Right? Right? That's the way I look at it. The game has challenges, and I think this game has challenges, and I think that's a plus. PvP, why is it always my end game? Because, well, like I said, once I acquire something, what's left to do? PvP is always changing. I can go one match, right? Like 8 kills and no deaths, 10 kills and no deaths, 14 kills and 1 death. Then the next match, I can die 9 times. Why? Because the circumstances change. That's why I like PvP. Right? It's ever changing, based on your team, the circumstances, the objective. That's especially why I like Battlegrounds. The objective keeps everybody on their toes. All right? That's just the way it is. Cyrodiil, I like Cyrodiil, but performance just is it's such a hindrance. And I like sieging. I like, going to those keeps, defending or sieging it. I like those large scale battles. But then when you get to a certain point and that performance can't hold up, right? And you see your frame rates just start skyrocketing. It's a self-defeating feeling, man, because you no longer you're trying to control everything to your best of your capability, but whatever. The sewer system is a gank fest. I don't think there's enough incentive in the sewers to keep people in there. Yeah, there's powerful assault, whatever, but thanks to the sticker book, why do PvEers hate PvP anyways, typically. So, you can always sell powerful assault, but, for people to go down there and farm it, it gets less and less frequent. Why? Because the sticker book, right? You don't need but one ice staff. Now, what? You can copy it once you've upgraded it. So, that's a problem. And there's not enough incentive other than, tri-stat runes to go down there. Once you've acquired everything, that's the thing about this game. Once you acquire something, it becomes less and less, desirable to want to participate because there's no rewards. People do things for reward, as farming. As many people want to bitch about farming, that's why people do content. So it's like, it's kind of an oxymoron. And it's like, okay, wait a minute. You know, why do we keep doing dungeons then? Transmutation, keys, right? So if a new monster set comes out, we have to buy the coffer, right? We know how RNG is, so we farm keys. We do randoms and dailies for transmutation because we know more than likely we're not going to go ahead and get that ideal trait. So transmutation and keys keep that content relative. But when it comes to, you know, ICP, there is no relative aspect, especially when players realize that one good ganker is going to take 30 minutes worth of work and flush it down a toilet. So I think one of the self-defeating elements for ICP, the content's good in there. It's great content. But one of the problems with the ICP is Telvar gankers. You know? And if you took that away, the blades would bitch. If they said, okay, well, no one can steal Telvar anymore, basically you just respond to the post, right? That would make every ganker bitch because that's their purpose there. That is their function, right? To gank people to steal Telvar. That's their function. And then, once again, there's not enough incentive beyond acquiring the gear. So I just think that ZOS needs to reevaluate incentivizing, because those monster sets, there's only one decent one out of all three of them. You know? So, you know, take it for what it's worth. I don't think I'm getting this queue. Not in time anyways. But yeah, no, I'll just put out the facts. People don't have to agree, and everybody's entitled to their opinion, of course. But, you know, at the end of the day, I always say proof is in the pudding. You know, if you want, like I said, the best content creators or some of the best PvPers are always the ones that go unnoticed. That's why I shop around just to promote. We might be able to get it. Let me check. Yeah, we can get this in. Just to promote. I'm always getting cap games recently. I'm ranked though right now, so if we can get in the top 10, ooh, jewelry time. Impreg jewelry still sells good, even if you don't need it. This is some bullshit. Oh man, this is bullshit. Yeah, please. TP's in here. TP, how's it going? In BG's.
Our foe has the relic. Stendar, aid us.
Come on. Yes!
We have got the relic.
Yes. I love this strategy. Hold on to it till they flip it.
They dropped the relic. Yes! We've taken the relic! Don't drop that relic! Freeze the Ace! We've captured the relic!
The relic. Make them eat dirt.
Catch me if you can. You can't catch me. I'm the Mystic Man. Woohoo! Woohoo! We're so mean.
We have captured the relic.
Fuck. You bitch!
Darkest moons on high. They've captured the relic.
Bye. Oh shit. I'm dead. Nice to see you. Emo pots, emo pots. No way. Fuck. Fuck. You're dead.
The relic back. Quickly. Quickly.
They've got the relic!
No, no, this is bullshit.
There, they have the relic. Make them eat that.
No!
Quick!
You bastard!
Somebody grab the relic.
Fuck!
Praise Oriel. The relic is loose. Oriel, we've picked up the relic.
Run, Mystic!
Their days are numbered.
Ah! Fight it!
We picked up the relic.
No! Ugh. Run, yes! Yes! That's game! That's fucking game! Get that bitch! Go, 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 go! No! Don't stop! No! Yes! 11 and 3! Oh! 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 Chad did good too. He's boarded. He's in the top. Nice. Who's ego did you bruise? Watch the video. I think I don't know. I think somebody thought they were a top end tank in PvE possibly, but PvP, no. I'll tell you that. I just put a video out about tank. You know who was the best tank in ESO ever. And hands down, there's no question. After seeing the video, I was like, oh, no. I mean, it's a good build. I think the build's good. I think the build, it's functional. It's functional. The way it was, whatever. I think fuck how runs better tank builds for PvE, because he doesn't die. He just never dies, ever. You know, and it doesn't matter. It could be a DK. You can put him on Warden. Dude is just. But he does. That's what he built for. That's what he builds for. Anywho, yeah. All right. I love this build. Oh, I love this build. And I still need a little bit more practice with it, but the build's solid. Oh, the build is so good. This is so delicious. Oh, mwah. Mwah, mwah. Oh, this is so yummy. Man, I hope, like, the only person I would take a critique from with this build is probably El Lobo. El Lobo, hands down, could critique my Stand Blade build any day of the week. Because that man is sick with a blade. He is disgusting with a blade. He can kill everybody. Oh, God. Oh, geez. The man is a genius with a blade. So, anywho. All right, Sayed, thank you for stopping in, brother. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for those who continue to support me in my nefarious ways. I'm joking. Anyways, we have fun. And, yeah. We're back, baby. PvP 101 with Mystic Raven. Oh, my God. All right, everybody out. I'm out. Have a nice one.